Hey guys, thank you for watching. Ivan Blasquez here. So we're going to be comparing a high protein versus a high fiber diet in regards to weight loss and fat loss. And primarily through both of these diets, their ability to effectively stimulate satiety, okay, and suppress appetite. So they both operate through the same catabolic pathway in regards to satiety through the hypothalamus. This is known as the POMC. It's a catabolic pathway that decreases food intake. And so I believe that the way protein does it is through what I refer to as the compensatory catabolic hoax. So animal protein in particular is a very anabolic stimulus in the body. And I think the body, when it receives this overly anabolic expression, it counters this anabolic expression homeostatically by increasing satiety via this POMC catabolic pathway, okay, to balance anabolism or to prevent over-anabolism. Well, we know that animal protein also is anabolic in the way that it increases mTOR signaling, okay? And while in the same breath it inhibits autophagy and AMPK, which are catabolic pathways and functions, and ultimately it leads to the production of TMAO, particularly animal protein, as you can see here. Now, on the flip side, fiber, the way fiber satiates, I refer to this as the comprehensive catabolic coax. Okay, so fiber appears anabolic when we ingest it because it has high volume, has a lot of bulk, as you can see in the schematic here. It really fills the stomach, which is very effective at stimulating satiety through the stomach stretch receptors and gastric distension and so forth. All the studies will be down below for your convenience, guys, so you can check these studies out to further support everything that I'm saying in this video. But essentially, fiber also is very effective at inducing AMPK and stimulating autophagy, and it even prevents and inhibits TMAO production. Now, let me just dive into the aftermath of a high protein diet versus a high fiber diet. So once it's ingested and we get past this satiety signal, what happens later on down the line? Okay. Well, with a high protein diet, we have an acidic afterload. And when a high amount of protein is consumed, the body has to deal with it. So one of those ways is we get high levels of protein metabolism byproducts such as ammonia, creatinine, urea, and as I mentioned, TMAO. All of this while inhibiting autophagy, which is a very essential function for the body for overall health. Now, in regards to a high fiber diet, the aftermath there is we get an alkaline afterload, and fiber also helps to lower ammonia levels, as well as creatinine, urea, and TMAO. And fiber induces autophagy not only as a caloric restriction mimetic itself, but also through the production of short-chain fatty acids, which can boost autophagy. So in a nutshell, guys, a high-protein diet, I refer to this as the protein fullness facade. All right, so we have a satiety signal in the front end. It's a shallow satiety signal, and it's based on the body's compensatory reaction to an overly anabolic substance, and so it stimulates a catabolic response via the POMC satiety pathway. Okay, now the problem is, what's the fate of this facade? As I mentioned, well, as I mentioned, you're going to get an acidic afterload, accumulation of protein metabolism byproducts that the body has to deal with, which could ultimately lead to having some sort of, basically gut dysbiosis, among other things. Okay, now the fiber fullness factor is much more beneficial because it's about getting the right carbs and we get the right response from the body. Okay, we get the healthy gut microbiome, we get autophagy induction, we get alkalizing effect, and it actually can buffer the effects of protein metabolism by lowering some of those byproducts such as ammonia, creatinine, and urea, and even TMAO. So with that, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time. Please be sure to hit the like button and tune in next time.